Well, you've heard me say many times that I want people to look at longevity as the Home Depot, the Lowe's, the Pep Boys, the AutoZone, the Amazon.com, iPad, photo stuff and doing your own filming. Also, things like, anything where you're doing it yourself, TurboTax, LegalZoom, those kinds of things. Think about it. I want you to think of us as being in a position to help you walk through health issues, do your regular physicals yourself for $4.50. You go to a pharmacy and get a set of test strips, $1.50 each test strip. You do 3 test strips, a multi-blood test strip for blood sugar, and you get one for A1C hemoglobin and cholesterol and all that kind of stuff. Then you get a test strip for urine test. You get like 6 or 8 different tests in one. There's a multi-stick, it's called. And then the occult blood test to see if you need to get a high-resolution ultrasound. You don't need to do a colonoscopic exam. There's also a FIT test, an acronym, or a fecal immunochemical test for doing things to see if you have blood in your stool, might have a cancer or ulcerative colitis, something like that. And you can do all these things yourself for $4.50. Okay? You get a hold of that book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Gives you kind of the principles behind everything. Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book, the DVD, the CD. And then the trilogy books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and Passport Aromatherapy. And they are kind of a reference file. It gives you all the numbers, well, the test results mean, what to do about them, and so forth. You can do your own parasite test. It tells you you can look for little one-celled parasites or wormy things. If you're too squeamish to follow the directions and do it yourself, you can just take your stool sample into a veterinarian and tell them it's your dog's stool sample, and, for $25, they'll do it for you instead of $2,000 at a medical doctor's office. The reason why I'm bringing all this up, there's a new set of startups being driven by the Affordable Health Care Act, and these startups will come visit your house to do a physical. Well, that's nothing unusual. The life insurance companies do that. They'll send a physician's assistant, a PA, a nurse practitioner. But this is kind of like the Uber taxi cab stuff, right? They liken themselves to Uber taxi cabs, where they're not quite one of the mainstream taxi cabs, but these are doctors who will come at your house, and of course they're saying, well, the benefit is insurance will pay for most of the things they suggest. Okay, well, what's the difference between getting somebody suggesting chemotherapy from his office or chemotherapy from your house? He's still going to kill you. Okay, so I want you to contact your longevity associate, and again, ask for the books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the trilogy books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. And then, of course, get a hold of the book, the now legendary book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the DVD and the CD by the same titles, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. And you're going to arm yourself with all this information, and it's kind of fun. When the family gets together for Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter and New Year's and 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day, all these times when families get together for barbecues and roast turkey dinners and that kind of stuff, start teaching your kids to take their own laboratory tests. Keep a logbook for everybody, and you'll keep track of them. When you see somebody's blood sugar creeping up a little bit, you don't need to go in to see if they have diabetes. If they have symptoms of diabetes, they're thirsty all the time, running to the bathroom to urinate all the time, just do your own blood test. Well, by golly, my blood sugar is too high. It should be below 100, not mine's 140. It's either pre-diabetes or diabetes. Or my A1C hemoglobin is 12 when it should be below 5. You don't need to go to a doctor and get that on your permanent medical record. You can do that yourself in your home. And, of course, the books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and the Passport Aromatherapy tell you how to deal with this. And then when you have all the products, it takes just a little bit of reading. You do the same thing for laying the tile on your floor. You do the same thing for doing your own roofing. You do the same thing for building planters in your back porch. You do the same thing for installing your air conditioning system or putting in a stove, so forth. That's why people do their own plumbing and their own electricity and so forth. All right? So I urge you get a hold of the books, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the CD and the DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Play Herbal Doctor, and Passport Aromatherapy, and learn how to deal with over 900 different diseases using vitamins and minerals and trace minerals and rare earths, amino acids, fatty acids, herbs, and aromatherapy oils. You'll be amazed at what you can do with a little bit of information. And when you start doing this for your family, you'll reduce the risk of birth defects. You'll be able to prevent osteopenia, osteoporosis, arthritis, lupus. You'll be able to reduce your risk and prevent coronary artery disease and heart attacks and strokes. You'll prevent high blood pressure. You'll prevent from being overweight. Following the doctor's theories, we become the #1 obese nation in the world. So why not do it yourself? Well, we'll be back with more truth, justice, and the longevity way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages.
Many believe that all life began in the Earth's oceans. We do know that the oceans and seas are still abundant with life and life-sustaining nutrients. Many cultures have long believed in the life-giving properties of plants and sea life harvested from the oceans. Longevity's Ocean's Gold is a proprietary blend of seaweeds, algae, mosses, kelp, sea cucumbers, and sea minerals, as well as coenzyme Q10, calcium, and iron, all designed to help support healthy thyroid function, regular heartbeat, normal weight, mood stabilization, and hormone levels. Take advantage of life-sustaining nutrients from the Earth's oceans with Longevity's Ocean's Gold. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Numerous studies have shown the link between the intake of antioxidants and disease prevention. Foods and supplements are measured in an ORAC scale. ORAC is an acronym for Oxygen Radical Absorption Capacity. In other words, the ability to remove disease-causing free radicals from the human body. Longevity's Cell Shield RTQ has an ORAC value of 15,800 points per serving. Cell Shield RTQ contains resveratrol, known as an anti-aging compound, turmeric, known for promoting healthy digestion, brain function, immune system, and cellular longevity. Quercetin, a flavonoid, is known for promoting healthy blood sugar metabolism and healthy lung and cardiovascular function. Remove free radicals from your body with Cell Shield RTQ from Longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. Carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's original roast, a perfect blend of mellow and smooth with just the right full-bodied depth to make an aromatic and enjoyable cup of coffee. Traditional as well as organic and fair trade options also available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local FDI Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Longevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. A formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Longevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us today?
Well, I thought we'd talk a bit about centenarians, as I've got a Fox News story here headline, People Who Live to 100 Share Their Longevity Secrets. And the first one off the bat is Agnes Fenton. Credits her 110 years to downing 3 bottles of Miller High Life and a glass of whiskey every day. She said 70 years ago, a doctor advised her to drink the champagne of beers daily. And then there's Gertrude Weaver, lived to be 116. She's one of the last surviving people to be born in the 1800s. Died earlier this year. Credited her long life to simply being kind. Also, that she didn't have any health problems because she didn't drink or smoke and got plenty of sleep. Jessie Gallen lived to be 109. Spent her life eating lots of porridge. Kind of reminds me of what you talk about the people in the north. The areas in the north of the country where they eat a lot of stews and they don't fry things as much. She credits the fact that she lived so long because she was an independent lady and never married. She said the lack of men in her life was the key to her longevity. She says they're more trouble than they're worth. And then there was Alexander Imich, who lived to be 111, and he was attributed his long life to his abstinence from alcohol and a diet that included chicken and fish, and also tried to stay in shape his whole life. Gerard Valeyard, 108, starts each day with oatmeal, fruit, and a cup of tea. Ends the day with fish and vegetables. Is always done 5 to 7 push-ups a day, even at 108. And Angelina Dominguez lived to be 114. Before she passed away, she said she never fractured a bone, didn't take any medications, and never needed to go to the hospital. And her secret to longevity, never wearing makeup. Also, she didn't drink or smoke. And she said religion was her best medicine. Susanna Mushat, 116, credits her long life to, actually was until she died earlier this year, the Guinness Book of World Records oldest living person, always kept up on her sleep, and she had a steady diet of bacon and eggs and grits for breakfast. Says her longevity comes from her love of her family and generosity to others. Ruth Cohen, 103, says he still lifts weights even at 100, does Pilates, motto for a long life, to celebrate every day and not look at the calendar. Also believes you could, as long as you can move, you should do some sort of exercise. George Bogus, 103, advice for long life, lots of walking, said he shouldn't be strapped down in the back of a car. Paul Marcus, 101, always kept up on his fitness, is still a member of a fitness club. Secret to longevity is luck. He said you got to have good genes, and 2, you got to be damn lucky for 100 years and try not to eat anything that's not healthy. And also said the secret to longevity, you'll like this one, Doc, is ice cream.
Well, that's the 91st essential nutrient, isn't it?
Yeah, it's what you always told me. Misawa Akawa lived to be 117, credits eating sushi every day. And she's from Japan, and they say that there's more than 50,000 people in Japan that live to be over 100, and they attribute it to the country's low-fat diet and rich diet of sushi and fish. So there you go, from the horse's mouth. That's why you live to be. What I find funny is it's something like you often say, and that is that these people that live to 100, they're usually kind of cantankerous people that don't go to the doctor and don't do as they're told and kind of are stubborn.
Yeah, and of course, these people who are dying at 110, 115, 120 right now were ones who at least 40%, 50% of their life lived with wood stoves and threw the wood ashes, the plant minerals, into the gardens. You notice they never point that out. They don't realize they were supplementing with minerals by throwing the wood ashes in the garden. They thought it was an inconvenience, but that's where they were getting their minerals. And now in modern times, we're not doing that. So we have to supplement with the Mighty 90. Thank you so much, and we'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Ottumwa, Iowa. And Jim, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Jim, you're on the air.
Yes, I have what is called Stargardt's. That's the eye disease. They tell me that I can't not to take any vitamin A or carotene. I've got a younger sister that's got the same thing, an older brother, and he's got two boys that have the same thing. And I wondered if you had any suggestions for what I could take for it.
Okay, and you said it's called Stargardt's or Stargaze?
Stargardt's. And,
Stargardt's.
They used to tell me, yes, they used to tell me it was a form of macular degeneration, but now the doctor just told me that it's really not even that.
Mm-hmm. Does it affect the retina of the eye, or does it affect the cornea?
Yes, I believe it does
cornea?
affect the retina of the eye, yes.
Okay, the lining of the eye.
Yeah, the RPG layer.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to believe until somebody tells me different that it's one of the cousin disease to retinitis pigmentosa, Stargardt's, macular degeneration, the things that cause blindness that affect the retina of the eye, the lining of the eye. And so these things are all self-inflicted by what you eat and where you live, because there's certain things missing in the soil where you live. And then if everybody eats the same way, this is why it runs in families. Certainly not genetic. So basically what you have to do is get rid of the bad stuff. No fried food, no processed meats. That means no deli slices, sandwich meat, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, pepperoni, jerky, corned beef, spam. Absolutely no oils. That means no microwave popcorn. I'll repeat that. No microwave popcorn. No theater popcorn. If you want popcorn, you got to air pop it, then melt butter, and put the butter and the salt on top of the air pop popcorn. Absolutely no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, salad dressing, cooking oils, and absolutely no gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, oats. Maximize absorption of the good stuff. Now, Char?
Yes?
What do you do for somebody who has macular degeneration? What do you do for them?
Well, I give them the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack and give them extra selenium.
Okay. And how many ORAC points would you give them a day?
Over 100,000, so they can get that now by taking the 2.0 tabs.
Absolutely. Very good. Now, how much do you weigh, Jim?
160.
Okay. With 160 pounds, Char is quite correct. I'd have you take 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. That will allow you to have 3 selenium twice a day. I'd get an extra bottle of selenium, so you take 3 selenium 3 times a day. 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. So it'll be 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month and an extra bottle of selenium, so you can take 9 of the selenium a day. And I'll also have you take, hang on. We'll come back. Keep your pen and pencil ready, Jim. We'll give you the rest of your program. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Iowa and Jim. Okay, we got rid of all the bad stuff. We started with your program, Jim. Again, just briefly, we want you to get a hold of 2 of the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs per month. Add an extra bottle of selenium, so you can take 9 selenium capsules a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. We'd like you to have 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals for breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and 3 of the EFAs at breakfast and dinner. All that will be accomplished by the 2 Healthy Brain and Heart Packs and an extra bottle of selenium. We'd also have you take the Vision FX. Take 3 of those twice a day. It'll be 2 bottles a month of the Vision FX. Has special nutrients required by the eye. And then as Char said, you want to get your ORAC points above 100,000 per day. And I would go, as she said, with the new, let's see here. This is the Beyond Tangerine Tablets 2.0. The Beyond Tangerine Tablets 2.0, want you to get 2 bottles a month until we get this under control. And I want you to take 3 of those at breakfast and 3 at dinner time. That's going to get you over 320,000 ORIC points. People say over 100,000. Well, I want you to have over 300,000. So it'll be 320,000 ORIC points by taking 3 of the Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystals. That's going to give you an enormous antioxidant power to support maintenance repair of that retina. And then as you see the benefit for yourself, we'll be able to get your brother and your nephews and all the people in your family who have this problem. And I take all that myself, not because I have the problem, Jim, but because of a thinking where I want to prevent everything. So I prevent these sorts of things by taking this program before I actually get the problem. So I urge everybody out there to consider taking these programs as a prevention, just like preventive maintenance in your car, right? And do it yourself. Okay, here. Doug, we have time to start another one?
Yeah, let's head to Alberta, Canada. And Sid, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Sid, you're on the air.
Yes, doctor. I had a seizure back in February. The EEG said that there was a spot that showed up. They didn't explain that. But I've been 6 months. They insisted I take a pill that had some nasty side effects, depression, suicidal thoughts. And
I hope you stopped taking that.
I beg your pardon. I didn't take it at all.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
And then I went back when I went back to the doctor for a follow-up. I got kind of forced into that. She put me on another one.
Okay, well, you got to run one of those message moments, so hang on, Sid. We'll be back with you after this message moment. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And if you want to live to be well beyond 100 chronologically, say 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180, 190, 200, well, I want you to contact your Youngevity associate and ask for the books Immortality, the Epigenetics book, Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Theory of Disease Transmission, book Rare Herbs and Cures, and learn why the top 20 longevity cultures have 40 times the 100-year-olds we do. They have 100-year-old per 250 of their population. We have 100-year-old per 10,000. Okay, Doug, we're going right back to Canada. And Sid, okay. And so, let's see here. I got the seizures thing. You say through the EEG they felt they found some kind of spot, whatever that means. You've tried several medications, and they were going to give you a suicidal tendency, so you didn't take them. And you went for a follow-up visit, and what came out of the follow-up visit?
I beg your pardon?
What came from your last follow-up visit?
The last doctor, she blackmailed me into taking Dilantin, which totally messed me up. And
wait a minute, stop there. Stop a minute. Did you only have one seizure, or have you had ongoing seizures?
No, I had one back in February.
Okay. All right.
They're determined that because I'm not on their wonderful meds that I'm going to have more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, how much do you weigh?
Beg your pardon?
How much do you weigh? What is your body weight?
170.
Okay. Now, do you have any history of any other issues? Do you have any history of skin problems? Any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, rosacea, anything like that?
Nope.
Do you have any history of asthma as a kid?
I beg your pardon again?
Asthma?
No.
Asthma
as a child, I think I did have a little bout of it.
Okay. And did you have any bowel problems, any irritable bowel syndrome, your appendix out, constipation, diarrhea, anything like that?
Appendix out back in high school.
Okay. Okay, Shar, this is a Shar thing. The guy's had his appendix out. He's had asthma as a kid. What would you say?
He has a gluten intolerance.
Yep, you're exactly right. Drop-dead gluten intolerance. And he's having some brain issues here as secondary to malabsorption of brain nutrition. And so what would you give this guy?
I give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs.
Okay.
And I would also give him the Ultimate Daily, the Cardio Effects, and the Cardio Sticks.
Yeah, get more circulation in the brain. Absolutely. Okay. Right. Here we go, Sid. You got to get rid of all the bad stuff out of your life. No fried foods, no processed meats with nitrates. That means no deli, slices, sandwich meat, sausage, ham, bacon, bologna, salami, Timmy Hortons sandwiches. Can't have any of that. Absolutely no oils. That means no microwave popcorn. Absolutely no theater popcorn. Absolutely no olive oil, coconut oil, margarine, mayonnaise, just cooking oils. No gluten, no wheat, no barley, rye, no oats. And it's hidden everywhere, so you got to really know everything from dog food, cat food, spouse, mother-in-law, kids. The whole household is going to be gluten-free. And then Ashar said you need 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month as your basic program. I'd get an extra bottle of selenium, so you can take 9 of those a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at lunch, 3 at dinner. 1 ounce of the osteo that looks like milk at breakfast and dinner is minerals. 2 scoops of Beyond Tangerine 2.0 NutriCrystal at breakfast and dinner. 3 of the EFA Pluses twice a day, 3 of the EFAs twice a day. All that will be accomplished by the 2 healthy brain and heart packs and the extra bottle of selenium. Bashar is absolutely right. To get more circulation in the brain, make sure the brain's getting plenty of oxygen, healthy blood stuff, and make sure there's plenty of blood getting into the brain in the proper way. The 3 of the Ultimate Daily tablets twice a day. There's 1 bottle a month. 1 of the Ultimate Cardio Sticks, twice a day. It'll be 2 boxes a month. That's to support healthy blood pressure and support healthy blood flow through obstructed arteries in the brain. And then the Cardio FX, which you take 3 of those twice a day. Again, that's to help with circulation in the brain. And that would be 2 bottles a month of Cardio FX. That'll allow you to have 3 twice a day. And then call us every couple of weeks. Let us know how you're doing. You only had 1 seizure. It could have been anything, from low blood sugar to just not enough sleep. Who knows? The fact that you haven't had another one since February, it could be the beginnings of a nutritional deficiency because you can't absorb because you had a gluten intolerance. And Char's exactly right. When you had your appendix out and you had a little bit of asthma when you were a kid, you have a gluten intolerance. Call us every couple of weeks. Keep us up to date, and we'll walk you through this. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Maryland. And Carmen, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
So, Carmen, you're on the air.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I was wondering if skin tags are a nutritional deficiency, and how can you get rid of them?
Okay, skin tags are actually caused by irritation to the skin. Usually, if you look at the pattern, they're around your neck, under your arms, on the trunk of the body. People rarely, if ever, get skin tags on their face. It's always on their under their arms and their body. If they wear short sleeve shirts and blouses, if they wear long sleeve, it could be on their arms too. Obviously, it could be around the belt line, around the brow line, underneath where the bottom strap and the bra is, or in between the breasts. And these skin tags are due to an irritation of the skin, usually from the detergent that they're using. Okay, so that's why we actually have a powdered detergent, and we also have a liquid laundry detergent when they're septic tank free. And so I suggest you go that direction. If you want to know how to deal with them, you want to get a hold of that book, Let's Play Doctor. It teaches you how to do your own little surgeries. And so you can use something like the CM cream with the trauma oil, give yourself some anesthesia on the skin tag. Take some of the dental floss, spray it with the PureWorks spray or foam, or soak it in the liquid soap of PureWorks for a while, and then put a little one overhand knot around the base of that skin tag. Go ahead and take fingernail scissors, sterilize them with either the colloidal silver or the PureWorks. Snip off the skin tag, obviously above the ligature you made with that dental floss, and then use the colloidal silver on it, and leave that ligature on. I leave that ligature on for a day. Okay, and it tells you in more detail in the book, Let's Play Doctor, how to do your own surgery for skin tags. Okay, do we have time to start another one here, Doug?
We certainly do. Let's head to Idaho. And Janie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Janie, you're on the air.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, thank you. How can we help you?
Okay, I have a male, 71 years old. He weighs approximately 190 pounds, 5'10". He was having some problems, and so he went to a urinary doctor, and he told him that he has an extra large prostate. He said it's the largest prostate he's ever seen. They put him on tamsulosin and Jalin for 3 months, and it didn't do a thing. And anyway, he refused to take any more. And so he's been taking. He took Tiny Tangerine for years. He's taken the calcium EFAs, glucogel, and for a couple of years he's been taking the ProstFX at 4 a day. But this doesn't seem to be going away, and he's getting up at night. He has the frequent and urgent urination, and if he can't get to a bathroom, it'll cause him to have a bowel movement. And the only thing he
I want to stop you. I want to stop you there for a minute. Do you know him well enough to know, has he ever complained about having a back problem?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he does complain of that sometimes.
Okay, so this may be a back problem rather than a prostate problem, because he has a bowel movement problem as well as a urinary problem. Well, hang on, and Char and I will be back and give you some advice for this guy after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. Doug, let's go right back to Idaho and Janie. Okay, Char?
I'm here.
Hello, Char. Okay, Char. This guy, the 71-year-old guy, 190 pounds, 5'10", has been treated for prostate problem for some time. He's been taking the Untitled Tangerine for a while, and he still has problems with getting up at night to urinate, but he also has an urgency problem. He's also, he will have a bowel movement if he can't get to a bathroom to take a pee real quickly. So what would you do for this guy?
Well, I would get him on a gluten-free diet immediately, and then I would get him on 2 healthy bone and joint packs.
Okay, exactly right, 2 healthy bone and joint packs. We get him on the ProstFX, right, which he's taking. And I'd have him go ahead and take 6 of those a day, 3 at breakfast, 3 at dinner. That's 2 bottles a month of ProstFX, 2 healthy bone and joint packs, which is going to allow him to have 15 glucogel a day to support and maintenance repair those discs between the vertebrae. And I would also, what would you do to stimulate some stem cells to help speed up the regrowth of those discs?
I give him some Fucoid Z.
Okay, Fucoid Z would be good. Yeah, he could take those. I'd want him to take, say, 5 of those capsules twice a day. That'll be 2 bottles a month of the Fucoid Z. And wouldn't hurt to throw in some Immortalium. He could take 3 of those twice a day. There'll be 2 bottles a month. That's to stimulate the production of stem cells, again, to regrow and support regrowth and maintenance repair of the disc in between the vertebrae. Because when you have this sort of scenario you're talking about, urgency, getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom many times. If he's not near a bathroom where he can run to the bathroom real quick, he's going to have a bowel movement. And so that tells you that it's more than just a prostate gland. The odds are there's a piece related to the back, and you'd say he does have a back complaint. So Char is exactly right. And the 2 healthy bone and joint packs will also be a wide mouth jar of the CM cream. He could put, or if he can't reach it himself, he can take some CM cream and apply it to his lumbar vertebrae, where the ribs stop all the way down to his tailbone, right down the middle, an inch on either side of the middle. So he may have to get an extra couple of bottles of that CM cream for the month. Pull that off, and then call me every 2 weeks, Janie. Let me know how this guy is doing with his regimen, because it covers both the prostate issue and the probability that he's got a back problem, squeezing the roots, the internal roots of the sciatic nerves, which control the bladder. There's nothing that says you can't have 2 or 3 or 4 problems at the same time, which this guy sounds like he does have. Okay, Doug, how much time do we have here?
You got about 90 seconds.
90 seconds. Okay. Shar, do you have 90 seconds worth of words for our listeners out there to help them reduce the risk of disease?
Oh, I could probably squeeze 90 seconds in, yeah. Basically, I think that over the years, what I've learned is that doctors are very inept and they don't know what they're talking about. They can't figure out what's wrong with people. They are not good detectives. They don't ask enough questions to even try to find out what's wrong with people. I mean, I see you always ask people questions and you figure out you're like a detective. And they could do the same thing if they wanted to, but they don't even spend any time with people. I mean, they rush them in and out like they're on the assembly line putting a screw in something as it goes down the line.
Well, you hit the nail right on the head there. You've been with me for 25 years, and you've learned how to do all this stuff. And if I had to have a doctor, I'd rather have to have you for my doctor than anybody else. So thank you, dear. Well done. And very, very proud of you. And, of course, we have about 250,000 people in longevity who are not quite as far along on the trail as you are. They haven't been with for 25 years for you, but many of them 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, 18 years, 20 years. And so we're looking for more and more people to help us. We're getting 10,000 new people interested every month in longevity. We need help. Call your longevity associate and say, hey, I want in. I want to learn how to help other people, and I don't mind being paid for it. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Shar. Super job today. Thank you for the great testimonies. And thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Virtually every sector of the economy has slowed to a snail's pace. Huge publicly traded companies are laying off thousands of employees. Believe it or not, even the government is letting people go. However, one business industry is thriving, and that's healthcare. Pharmaceutical and health insurance companies are posting record profits in a near-depression economy. Americans are sicker than ever, and those companies are profiting like never before. You too can get involved in healthcare for just a one-time sign-up fee. Longevity is building an army of associates dedicated to saving America. Dr. Joel Wallach has educated thousands of people on the concept of do-it-yourself healthcare. With a little education, much of what is done in a doctor's office can be done simply and safely at home. Join Longevity and help save America. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.